don't even know you.
But I come home 2 seconds, and the first thing you want to do is go griping that for and let me not pay the rent on time.
Go suck another dirty. Don't go. They're gonna have a warrant. Let the reward out for you. $5,000 reward. Text me.
And somebody talking about it's not the government's responsibility to take care of you and your kids. Yes, it is.
First, it was the dinner bill, then the rent, now $5,000 probation hustle, and a mom telling CPS no warrant, no entry. Today's video is pure chaos from start to finish. The entitlement era is in full effect. Let's get to it.
This girl brought all her friends on a first date and even celebrated her friend's birthday and expected the man to pay for it.
Thanks for inviting me out and all my homegirls for her birthday.
He said he was going to pay the bill for her because he invited her, but she decided to bring her friends. He's not obligated for them.
Why would you not? He's the man, right? He should. If he's the man, he should get everyone's food, right?
I'm getting ready to pick all this up. I come in with gifts for you and everybody else, and the first thing you want to do is talk about what's on the counter.
Here we go. We got a man about to correct his wife coming in the house complaining.
I just made it in. What you want me to do?
Nagging is the fastest way to lose your man and get him cheating.
It's a trash can right there.
The trash can ain't even right there. It's just a bag on the floor. The trash can is by the refrigerator. Let me give you something to really fuss about then.
Which is what she's really want. The same thing that makes him cry be the same thing that makes him stay.
Cause staying here ain't cheap. And I'm going out there busting my face, blood, sweat, and tears to make sure that you got a place to sleep and somewhere to take a shower comfortably.
He's been the provider that all the women want. And he's still catching the short end of the stick.
We're in a nice neighborhood, not no bad one. And I'm giving my all to make sure that you ain't gotta be nowhere you don't wanna be. They're taking benefits from folks that's on Section 8 and food stamps. I'm doing everything I can to make sure we ain't on Section 8 and food stamps.
Because I'm not the one nor the two. Let's go. You ain't gonna do nothing. Like I said, keep my name out your mouth.
This is where you have old hood booger versus young thoughtbot.
Because mine is always endorsed for some reason. No, some reason. It always
You have had to be in at that job for a very long time for you to be this comfortable at the airport arguing with people and willing to fight.
Like I said what I said. Please stick to me like you want it.
If I disappear, it's because they have a warrant out and they arrested me when I go report to probation.
Check this out. This is what you do. Don't go to probation report.
Now listen to this dumb story he about to tell her. This is the fastest way to go into jail.
Don't go. They're going to have a warrant. Let the reward out for you. A $5,000 reward. Text me or call me. Hey, the reward is out. What do I need to do? Then what I'm going to do, I'm calling people. We're going to come pick you up. We're going to get the $5,000. I'm going to get the $5,000 because you're going to be in the county. You're going to be over there in the county on the other side.
You're trying to convince this man to turn himself in after they offer a $5,000 award to get him?
What I'm going to do is I'm going to take that $5,000. I'm going to divide that by 2. $2,500 for me, and you have $2,500 on your book. Divide that by 2. $2,500 for me, and you have $2,500 on your books.
She got this man thinking she really going to be waiting for him to get out of prison to give him the money.
You know what I'm saying? After that $2,500 on your books, I'm going to call you an attorney. I'm going to call you an attorney to get you a bond because you're going to be held without a bond. That attorney going to come over there and withdraw some of that money from your books. And it's going to give you a bond. And you're going to bond out. I'm going to pick you up and you're going to get back to work. You call my phone. I'm going to come swoop you up. I'm going to holler at Justin. I'm going to come pick you up, holler at Justin, and we're going to get you back in the system at work. You just make sure you have that paperwork. Don't tell nobody about me and you dividing $5,000 from you being on the run. Don't tell them that's our thing.
But what are you going to tell the lawyer? Because you got to pay the lawyer. You're taking half the money. He's going to end up with just $500. He's better off just staying in the streets.
Well, and guess what? The attorney going to take $1,000 to get you a bond. He's going to take $500 to get to the judge. He's going to keep $500 and get you a bond. You're going to have $500 left.
In other words, he should just not follow your plan.
And you're going to come out with $500 stronger. You're going to have an attorney backing you up, and you're going to have your job.
And she going to be $2,500 richer. Doesn't make sense, but we got to make it make sense.
That's what you do. Don't go report to them people. Wait till you make the news. Wait till you make the news on $5,000 bond, $5,000 reward. Then hit me up. We're going to get that bread. That's what we're going to do. And that's how we're going to get paid. We're going to take the city's money. They take our money all the time. It's time for us to take back. Black and brown, baby.
And you wonder why the prison systems are filling up, because they taking advice from women like this. And if you agree, hit that button. We ain't even got to the madness yet.
Honestly, I've always believed in you. I was just
Afraid of what?
if you were actually gonna change or not.
Nothing about me changed. It's called evolving. Just like how you did when you went to Houston, your life upgraded. Same thing happened with me.
During a breakup, if things don't go your way, you go to the other side thinking the grass is greener, and then you want to come back to your man. It's not going to be that easy. Watch what happens next.
But you were just too impatient to actually sit there and wait on me. So no, you did not believe in me. You moved just like every other woman who didn't want a nigga at first, but as soon as he gets some motion behind him, that's when you want to ride the wave.
That's not true. Amari, I was there for you when you had little to nothing. So don't act like I wasn't there for you, because I was.
Courtney, you wasn't. You left.
Exactly. You didn't want to sit back and help him with his process. So you tried to go somewhere to progress without him. Now you're trying to come back and ride the wheel.
The moment you got uncomfortable, you changed your ticket and you dipped. Now you want to keep rewriting history to make yourself the victim.
Because I felt unappreciated, Amari. You don't know what it's like being with someone who feels like surviving is just enough.
Nah, I just wasn't enough for you, but that's okay. Admit that. Don't fix this up. This was me failing this whole time.
Don't gaslight somebody to get back in goods with them. Why do women think that works?
You never want to be wrong, and that's why we were never aligned.
Amari, no woman wants to be with a man who's okay with living off of me.
And no man wants to be with a woman who can't even pick up the slack for a little bit when things get rough. And you showed me that multiple times. I don't even know why I end up with your stuck up ass in the first place.
Exactly.
So that's how you really feel?
I don't care anymore. I ain't trying to be with no woman who only wants to show up once the motion's already there. You saying all this and you still stuck at your mom's. Your standards been high this whole time and you couldn't even reach them.
Just like with most women, at the end of the day, women still ultimately end up with guys that they never thought they would end up with, because they call it settling, but it's really just getting to the proper value.
Enjoy the rest of your trip.
Short-haired women like that are always a red flag. A woman don't shave her hair off until she goes through some real struggles.
I'm a 31-year-old stay-at-home mom of 9 kids, and I quit being a mom. The best part of having big kids is that you don't have to do too much, because that's what they for. They can step in and take over.
People used to have a lot of kids back in the day to help raise a farm and take care of the family. Having 9 kids now is like a small African village.
Now, we're going to address this comment, but first let me tell y'all something. I guess somebody reported my last video, because why CPS came knocking on the door talking about you got roaches in your house look pretty messy.
Because it probably did, and it's bothering your neighbors.
And I just had to ask, since when is it a crime to have roaches in your house and for your house to be messy when you got 9 kids? At least it ain't no mice running around.
You got 9 kids for what? Inside a project slipping off of Section 8 and food stamps that they're about to cut. So you right, at least 5 of them got to get a job.
But anyway, she wanted to do a walkthrough, and I told her absolutely not, because you done already seen a video. Ma'am, why do you need to come in? And she's talking about it's protocol. Well, lady, if you don't have no warrant, guess what? You ain't getting in. Now, back to this comment. Somebody talking about it's not the government's responsibility to take care of you and your kids. Yes, it is.
And that's the problem right there. Uncle Sam, you have really spoiled these women out here in order to get them in your good graces and win political parties. Now everybody is broke. They turning on you.
That's the first and last time I'm going to speak about it. Do y'all understand me? That's the whole point of why the government was set up.
And she's about to catch a hard reality check. And if you done made it this far, hit that subscribe button. Let's keep going.
I took your statement as you wanting to empower youth. So as a black man with black women that do have children, I would expect you to want to step in for women who have children.
Yeah, of course.
A majority of us black women are single mothers. And since we are, and you want to date us potentially, then it would be your role to step in and fulfill that. My children's father has passed away. So since he passed away, my children don't have a father and they won't, but I need a man that's going to come in. And since I'm a mother and I'm a very good mother, I need somebody who can be a good father to my children.
Of course.
And she wondering why she's on a game show dating. It's because a man's not going to go on a first date with you to try to get to know you, but you're negotiating how much money and the time he's supposed to spend with your kids on the first date. Come on, ladies, wake up. You're going to get further telling the man, I don't need you to raise my kid. and then sit back and ask him for help little bits at a time. When you're trying to do this, you're gonna stay single.
The police had to start patrolling the park because these little couldn't keep their hands safe. I'm sorry, but my son will not be dating a black girl.
My favorite metaphor is when the straw breaks the camel's back, because people forget what a camel is. A camel is an animal made by God to carry heavy loads across the desert for an extended period of time without water because it stores it. So that being said, if you put a straw on this camel's back and you broke the camel's back, it's not that the camel is weak. And it's not just the heavy load. It's the fact that you didn't get this damn camel a break.
My kids was looking like, what the hell is going on? Multiple fights break out.
How much behavior do you think Rika has seen from little black girls as a mom to come to this conclusion? You think she went to one event one day? No.
One little about 12 years old talking about some, oh, Jeremy, his small anyway. Don't want to meet me. What do you mean it's small anyway? Girl, you are 12. It wasn't even the black boy. It was the girl.
Not only did a bunch of grown people in the comments section not hear the behavior she was talking about and say, that's kind of messed up, we got to do better, you attacked her.
The fact that multiple of you have went out and found my address, the amount of black women in my inbox calling my kids ugly proves my point.
All because she's observing us. I'm starting to think that coon is a badge of honor, because the only people who fix their mouth to call me a coon is a hard R excusing hard R behavior.
Get in the comments right there. Is that the reason why most of these guys are not getting in relationships with B-dubs? But they also ain't going over to the Caucasian women either. They getting passports.
So would you date a guy who works at McDonald's?
No.
Why do everyone always have to go to the extreme on these dating shows? Like, McDonald's are for younger kids. They're for startup jobs. Most adults are not going to settle for McDonald's unless they're part of the management program. Me personally, I know someone that started at the Fries and they are a general manager now, but they never say that. They make it sound like everybody wants to be on the person with the fries. The person at the Fries is normally 16 years old. Let's continue.
Why?
Because the lifestyle that I live and the amount of money that I make, dating a man who works at McDonald's, he subconsciously will feel smaller and smaller dealing with me, just like he spoke about being demasculated. Mm-hmm. Even if I try and say, oh, I would love him, he's not going to feel like he brings any value to my life, even if he don't act like it.
He brings dick. He brings great dick, long conversations, back rubs, protection. This is what you have to understand. And hold up. And you notice it was recorded, right, young buck?
And another thing, most of these women, you're masculine, you're on these shows, you're single, and you're sassy. The man is not checking for y'all anymore. You have played yourself out over these past couple of years. Nowadays, it's just podcast talk.
I want you to know that. And I have a memory like an elephant. So you said at the beginning of this, it doesn't really matter what a man makes because you would never be expected for a man to keep up with your lifestyle. Mm-hmm. So if I work at McDonald's and I'm everything that a man is supposed to be, finances don't make a man. If I'm everything that a man's supposed to be, I listen, I'm a protector, I provide for you on my level. What I can do for you, you don't need me for money. You don't. You said that. If I got a $10,000 condo, whatever I got, that's the way that I like to live. I don't need for my man to be able to do that.
Straight facts. There should be no reason why women want a man to walk in your life, pay all the bills, so you get to keep the money to yourself. Let's continue.
Why would you not date a man at McDonald's?
If that's the person that God has for me, then that would end up being that.
Yeah. Because I wanted to
I'm going to be completely honest. I do not expect that.
They always run the guy when they know they been for the streets and they trying to clean themselves up to feel holy. They start talking that, run away.
Man, this is the Nothing But the Truth live podcast.
I was supposed to go on a date tonight, but here I am, cozy in my bed, which is great. I'd rather be here than with someone's crusty ass son. But basically, so I told my son, I was like, I'm probably going to go on a date tonight. Just so he's like, oh, Mom, I thought you were done with dating. You've had these bad experiences. He's like, it's too risky. And I was like, gotta get back out there.
Desperation. They always act like they can do it on their own till they realize they're getting older and the amount of men that want them is getting slimmer. They just that talk to appear cool. Let's continue.
I was wrong. So I start chatting with this guy. We're texting for a couple days. He seems super nice. He texted me last night to confirm and was like, I'll message you tomorrow to confirm the spot and the time to take you on a date that you very much deserve. And I was like, oh my God, that's so sweet. Yes, I do deserve this. Right after that, he sends me a link to a guy playing guitar lying flat down like a piano. And I was like, oh my God, that's amazing. My son plays guitar like that.
That's her desperation kicking in, trying to find anything that's going to be relatable to make the relationship work. That's what happens in these dating shows. But let's continue with this.
After that, crickets, silence. So
guys don't want to date a single mom.
She's lucky at least he didn't like use her for sex. I didn't want to waste his time. He was like, you know what?
Yeah,
I'm good.
Could have just banged you, then ghosted you. So at least I didn't raise your body count.
Yep.
You're welcome.
And they're right. They say the bigger man will walk into another man's life and raise the kids without him being that. I say you're a sucker. And I think everyone agrees, and women have to understand that now. The moment you start having kids, you're only going to get dudes that want to sleep with you and walk away.
Trans person realizes his hypocrisy.
Would you be okay if I identified as black and I started going into black spaces, claiming to be black, and then taking the opportunities that are there for black people?
Is she saying that's what a man is doing when he decides to be a woman? Let's continue.
That already...
Yes or no? Let's be honest, you wouldn't be okay with that because I'm not black, right?
The thing is...
Am I black?
I don't really think...
Am I black?
From what I see, no.
Why am I not black?
Here they go. They got to always twist it into something to make it sound right. But even he's not going to make sense.
Shoot, I can't always tell. It's possible that you're like, I don't know, black passing or something.
Black passing? That's all you can come up with? I've never even heard that term.
$75 on donuts. $75.
Just because you want to be
holy
of freaking joy?
Oh my God. Is this real?
You can't even tell the size.
What's that, Crumble? Only Crumble be having them hamburger size donuts.
Look at this compared to a regular donut.
Are you kidding me? Oh my God. $75. Now I understand. Look at that.
I think we should get more.
No, we're definitely not getting more.
Shut up!
Okay, first I was gonna say that.
This ain't even shocking. I used to be the only black kid in an all-white school, and they talk to their parents like this all the time.
I know. Shut up! Can I show these? Obviously. That is ginormous. Oh my God. $75. I almost freaked out. Actually, it's not that bad. But seriously, to talk to me like that is a little insane.
Shut up!
Whatever.
You don't get to tell me what to do. I'm ordering more.
You're not gonna order more?
Yeah, I am.
Oh my God, dude.
I don't know about you, but them donuts was making me hungry.
You anyways, you're not my Hey, I like your bike.
I'm sorry, what?
It said I like your bike.
Oh, I appreciate it.
You're welcome. Do you have a girlfriend?
No, I do not. Why?
Oh, I was just wondering if I could get your number.
I don't really give out my number like that. Especially, I've never met you before.
And it's awkward for a woman to hit on a man, but it's not bad. It's just the way you do it. Most of y'all look masculine.
You want my Instagram? You don't have an Instagram? What, Snapchat?
I don't have that either. I don't really do the whole social media thing.
You're one of those girls.
I guess.
I don't know. I just don't give out my number like that.
Why not? You not think I'm cute?
To be honest, I don't want to be mean, but you're not really my type, no?
Anyways, you're not my type.
The little corner there, she did have a booty. Hit that button, definitely share the video. If this your first time watching, hit that subscribe button. And if you like chaotic videos, go down into the description, click on the playlist. I'll see you on the next video.